The story begins with a rainy night, where we see an intense fight between some ogre mercenary and demons, where the ogre mercenary kills the demon who were sent to kill them. But the demon leader appears who is sent to kill the ogre mercenary because he deserted the demon army. Ogre mercenary talks about his reason of deserting the army, but the demon leader makes fun of him, because of which both engage in an intense fight where the demon leader kills the ogre mercenary. After which we see a scene where a person has been watching through a crystal ball and decides to save the ogre mercenary. The ogre mercenary wakes up in a room after some time. The person who saved him introduces herself as Toa, the Queen of Kingdom Raja, and tells him how she saved him by giving him a name Hiiro, but lacked the life force to save his comrade. After listening to her side of story, Hiiro steps up from the bed and runs towards the wyvern, and borrows the wyvern to go back to his village. But all he sees is a destroyed village, making him remember his childhood with his friends. After losing his village, Hiiro returns to Princess Towa's side to pay his gratitude for saving his life. The scene then changes to Tempest, where Hakuro trains Gabiru and Gobta. Rimuru is seen taking a tea break with Shuna and Shien. Shien on the occasion bring out her cookies to share them on tea. Shuna make an excuse of weaving to leave, but Rimuru is stuck with Shien's cooking. Rimuru asks Raphael for an idea. Luckily Sue appears and tells Rimuru about Geld being under attack. Rimuru is surprised to know that Geld is under attack. The fight between Hiiro and Geld goes on, as Hiiro thinks Geld and other orcs are targeting Tempest like they targeted Ogre Village. Soon Hiiro's hatred for orcs take over and he is almost close to killing Geld, but is stopped by Benimaru. They recognize each other, and the fight stops. Benimaru tells Hiiro about Geld being an ally. Hiiro and Geld apologizes to each other for their indiscretion and past action. Rimuru hosts a banquet for the reunion of Ogre Village. Hiiro then tells them about the reason of his coming to Tempest. He tells them about Kingdom of Raja and Princess Toa, who use her life force as power to keep her kingdom, her people alive, and how she gets her power from Tiara, because of which her curse has spreaded all over her body. Hiiro wants to cultivate the forest of Jura to stop the queen from using her power, but the minister warned him not to earn the wrath of Veldora. Hiiro had heard about Tempest victory and their relationship with Veldora, so came for their help. Rimuru gives them a surprise by telling them that he has become a demon lord. Rimuru asks Veldora about the forest and requests his permission on behalf of Hiiro. Hiiro then make a formal request to Rimuru for his support. Rimuru agrees and wishes to visit Queen Toa. Soon Rimuru, Hiiro and others set off for Kingdom of Raja. After reaching Kingdom of Raja, Rimuru and ministers talk to each other when in midst they are visited by Ramirez and Triani-san. Triani tells them to be prepared to farm. Doctor visits the room and tells them that Queen is awake. Hiiro brings Rimuru and other to Queen Toa. The Queen then greets Rimuru in her weak state. Rimuru tries to treat the curse but is unable to do so. He recommends honey as medicine to help her relax and asks her not to use her power. Queen Toa then takes Rimuru and others to the poisoned lake. Rimuru then goes inside the lake and removes the magic circle that poisoned the lake. Everyone celebrates as the lake was purified. Queen Toa is recovering and they got the permission to cultivate Forest of Jura. While Rimuru and Queen Toa talks to each other about their worries and solutions. The other day Kingdom of Raja is visited by Lakua, the trader, who finds out about cultivating Forest of Jura, purification of lake and recovery of Queen. Lakua is frustrated, as he is the mastermind behind all the tragedy of Kingdom Raja. So, Lakua plans again to bring chaos and tragedy. During the time, Benimaru and Hiiro returns to Ogre Village to offer prayers to the people who died. Suddenly Triani appears and tells Rimuru and others about the Queen collapse, as she used the tiara's power to save her people from the lake's poison. Shien tells Diablo about the magic circle at the bottom of lake. At the same time neighboring nation marched towards Kingdom of Raja. Rimuru doesn't think it's a coincidence, so he asks Soe to find out the reason why Raja is being targeted. Rimuru calls everyone for a meeting and asks them to make prepare for the battle. Rimuru asks Veldora to stay behind to look after Tempest, while Diablo wants to deal with the person who put curse on the tiara and magic circle in the lake. While Lakua makes a move and approaches Hiiro claiming to have a way to save Queen Toa. Lakua tells him about the secret art of switching bodies and how he can save Queen Toa by giving his life. Harap doubts Lakua but eventually believe him for the sake of saving Queen Toa. After agreeing, Lakua gives Curse Orb to Hiiro and asks him to swallow it for the success of body transfer. Lakua asks Hiiro to take the queen and follow him to a quiet ritual place. After reaching the ritual place, Hiiro places the queen on stone tablet. On the other hand, Rimuru transport everyone to Raja, where the ministers are waiting to tell him about the queen and Hiiro's disappearance. Rimuru asks Ranga to find them, as Rimuru and others follows Ranga to look for Queen and Hiiro. So he tells them about gold vein beneath Raja being the reason for neighboring country attack. But both the soldier and minister didn't know about it. Rimuru asked the minister to evacuate the civilian. Ranga finds Queen and Hiiro's location and tells Rimuru about it. While the queen wakes up and Hiiro asks Lakua to begin the ritual. Lakua applauds the emotional scene, which makes Hiiro on guard. Lakua then speaks how Rimuru ruined his plans, so he lied about the secret art. Hiiro attacks Lakua. Lakua in turn activates the curse orb inside Hiiro, which make him crazy as a monster. Hiiro rampage around and breaks the floor. Fortunately, Rimuru and Shuna appears and protect the queen, while Benimaru tries to stop Hiiro. Lakua tries to escape but Rimuru follows with the help of Ranga. On the other hand, neighboring country March reaches on border of Raja, while Diablo visit Violet, who is also an ancient demon. Violet calls Diablo by his old name but he tells Violet he has been named. Diablo requests Violet to leave Kingdom of Raja alone. Violet denies the request and tells Diablo a story about Kingdom of Raja previous queen and how she was mistook for a goddess, and made a contract with the queen ancestor for Tiara's power. Diablo then insults Violet on how she asked her minion to create problem to force the queen to use Tiara. After which they begin to fight, but soon Violet loses the fight, as her temporary body begun to fall apart. Violet's servant appears and tell her how Lakua took the matter in his own hands, how the contract has been void. So she promises to leave Raja alone and returns. Benimaru and Hiiro are still fighting. Lakua reveals himself as a demon by bringing his wings out. Soon the doctor also appears, who is a demon, to help Lakua. Ranga fights Doctor and Rimuru fights Lakua. Ranga easily destroys Doctor. Rimuru also defeats him Lakua, but Lakua uses self-destruct to destroy everything. Rimuru devours all the explosion power. Rimuru then asks everyone to kill the neighboring country army leaders, who were replaced as demon. The neighboring country army gets defeated. During the fight with Benimaru, Hiiro is close to killing Benimaru. To protect Benimaru from Hiiro, Queen jumps in the fight. After seeing the Queen, Hiiro remembers his past with her. Hiiro pierces his body with a sword and destroys the curse orb in his body as not to hurt others. After which his body gets destroyed for using the power of curse orb. But Queen Toa uses Tiara's power to revive Hiiro in exchange for her life. Then Queen Toa's soul appear in front of Violet and Violet tells her contract has been voided. So as an apology she brings Queen Toa back to life. Rimuru asks Diablo to explain the situation later. Everyone celebrates the victory with a party. To support Kingdom of Raja's reconstruction, Rimuru orders to buy iron ore from Kingdom of Raja. After the festival, Queen Toa thanks Violet for protecting the country and lending the power of Tiara. After returning to Tempest, Rimuru is surprised to find the village destroyed by Veldora and Milam playing around. So he punishes Veldora by not giving him latest manga volume, while Milam is dragged away by Frey and the story ends. Thanks for watching.